Hey, it's Bryan Leonard here on April 1st. Got my glasses on for April Fool's Day here. And let's take a look at a baseball game. We got a winner yesterday in Major League Baseball as we had the Philadelphia Phillies over 2.5 on the first five team total. Good thing we went that way because they scored 3 runs and they didn't do much in the second half of the game. So, hey, we're not going to throw away a winner. We'll take the winner on yesterday's card. Today, we're going to take a look at the Minnesota Twins. Minnesota Twins are going up against another division rival in this contest, going against the Kansas City Royals. We're looking at Ryan and Cameron here. Cameron's the lefty going for the Royals. He's been installed as their number 5 starter, even though he had a pretty good season a year ago. But if you look at the advanced numbers in that situation, he wasn't nearly as good as his outside product was. If you take a look at the key numbers that you look at for analytics. So we're going to take a look at him today against Joe Ryan, who had a scare in preseason. He had a little bit of a back problem. He was supposed to play for the USA in the tournament, and they left him off. And once he had the back problem, Minnesota didn't want him to travel. So we've got Ryan here against Cameron in a key game in the American League Central in a division. Really, other than probably the White Sox, every other team has the ability to win this division. So every divisional game is very important. We're looking at right now, basically Minnesota as we tape this, maybe anywhere from a 112 to a 120 favorite. We'll just call it 115 going against Cameron and Kansas City. Total is 8.5 to the under here. And we're going to take a look at the Minnesota Twins here, and we're going to do so basically because we really like the starting pitching matchup here. Joe Ryan is a guy that we really like. He's going to be facing 5 lefties in the lineup today, expected 4 righties. If you take a look at righties, last year he had a 33.1% strikeout rate, 5.8% walk rate against righties. That's an excellent number. Take a look at him against lefties. Not quite as good. Still walked to 5.8%. He's not a guy that walks a lot of batters, but he had a 23.9% strikeout rate, which is about 10%, not a little over 9% less than he does against right-handed batters. I really like this pitcher for Joe Ryan. He's been there for a long time, and I really trust him. We'll take a look at Kansas City. And as we said, Noah Cameron is going to be going for Kansas City here against Minnesota. Probably 5 righties against him and 4 lefties. When we take a look at his stats last year, he's got more red here. And red is really something we look to avoid. Although his numbers on the season look to be pretty good, take a look at what he has done. Last year against righties, he had a 20.5 strikeout rate, 7.9 walk rate. His ball percentage was 38%. That was higher than anybody else who's starting today. He's a guy that throws a lot of balls, which means the walk rate is high, as I just said. At 7.9% last year against lefties. That's a little bit too high. Take a look at him against lefties. He had exactly a 20% strikeout rate, 6.7% walk rate, and his ball percentage was 35.3. Not as bad as he does against righties, but still nothing great out there. There's a few that are worse. Obviously, Matthew Liberatore was 40.2% last year against lefties, but he made a lot of big changes in the offseason. He's a different pitcher now than he was before. Changed everything. So with a pitcher like Liberatore, you could throw that information out the window that you had last year. He's a totally different pitcher. There's a few guys that really changed themselves this year. And but anyway, getting back to Cameron. Cameron's a guy, last year he gave up his expected WOBA against lefties, 340. Expected WOBA against righties, 311. Not quite as bad, but the 340 is bad. So we've got a pitcher in Cameron. He's the number 5 starter for Kansas City going against the number 1 starter for Minnesota. And you're getting in roughly a pickup situation. Minnesota's slight favorite here. We're going to go with the Minnesota Twins as our free play on this breakdown. If you're looking for our best plays, we've got 2 plays up in Major League Baseball on the site, 2 plays up in the NHL. If you look at the history of Wager Talk, we are number 1 in the last decade since they started Wager Talk a little bit more than 10 years ago on net profit in Major League Baseball, net profit in the NHL. So we've been very good. We've gotten out to a little bit of a slow start in baseball. Well, yesterday we broke even. We gave you a nice winner here for a free play. So starting to see it a little bit better, which is why I've got my glasses on. That is not an April Fool's joke. So that's going to be our play for today. And 4 plays up there if you'd like to see that. We got some great specials up on the site. I do the total bases every day with Trigger and Tokyo Brandon. Adam Trigger and Tokyo Brandon. And we've got a special over there. You buy 2 of the 3 of us. Your second person you buy is free. So it's basically buy one, get one. And so we've had a lot of success last year. We did put out what we would call a 3-team parlay every day of the baseball season. We won money. Believe it or not, a 3-team parlay over the entire course of the season. We won money from that show last year. Really good baseball handicappers. The other 2 guys are excellent as well. So if you're looking for a baseball season, buy one, get one free. We've got a great special going right now. And we've also got specials, buy 3 days, get 3 days free. A lot of great stuff out there right now. Just go to the website, awagertalk.com, and take advantage of that. But that'll do it for me. That'll do it for this play on April 1st. Let's get out there right now. They got a lot of daytime baseball. Let's get out there and watch some baseball. Good luck to everyone, and we'll see you again tomorrow.